Good luck? Nope, we're going in. I'm not sure what good luck fams was about, but regardless, we've got Twilight versus Amer here on Shipwreck.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Here we go. Twilight starting off with a nair, picks up the sword. Amer tries to get a nair of his own and picks up a sword of his own. Twilight just a little bit ahead of him, getting these little taps. Amer hasn't been able to get much damage yet. There's a dare into a nair. Weapon in place. Twilight gonna clear it with that hammer toss, and now we're back to unarmed. Amer gonna throw that spike wall up, try to trap Twilight inside of it, but not able to get the hit. Here's the sword. There's the swing of the baseball bat, but Twilight picks up the sword of his own.
And Twilight now holding onto the sword. I feel like he's going to toss it aside for the weapon on the ground, but instead, no, goes high into the air and Amer punishes him with a side air. Excellent side sig. Wow, what incredible gravy cancel side sig from Amer. Ending the first stock, barely taking any damage, and taking the lead over Twilight's Bodvar.
Amer dancing around that mine as it bounces around, but he doesn't care. Throws up the sword, goes for the unarmed string, knocks Twilight off the map, but doesn't want to go for the ground pound read for the early gimp. Instead, backs up, picks up the lance, and tries to keep this weapon aggression going.
Amer's completely destroying Twilight in neutral right now, finding everything that he's going for, every weapon toss, every combo is just connecting. Twilight struggling, throwing out side airs left and right and getting hit by a down stick into a neutral air, and Amer takes the lead. 2 stocks down and barely a minute into the game.
Amer backing up. Twilight still throwing out side airs. These unarmed side airs.
I feel like
I don't know if he realizes that Amer's not as deep in the red as he might think. There's another side air.
Definitely wants these side airs to connect. Probably trying to regain composure after, he's still throwing them out. Amer going in with the sword, tosses it aside. Both players just opting to throw their fists at each other.
Twilight's still swinging with these side airs. Throws the spike wall up. Doesn't want the weapon. Gets the side air. It's still not enough just yet. Throwing out side airs.
I can't.
Just more side airs.
I can't actually handle this. Both players throwing more side airs out. Amer answering with a side air.
There
Twilight.
it is. Finally gets the side air hit. And that is going to be his cue to clear the board and go back to side airs.
Amer finally answering with some unarmed combos of his own, not opting to pick up the weapons. Both players continue to throw out stairs. This is interesting, to say the least. Amer finds his signature, launches Twilight up into the air. And more stairs. Amer goes for that gravy cancel disco. Doesn't quite connect. Twilight hits him with another side air. Both players find themselves into the orange. And a side light. Mixing it up.
Honestly, this unarmed stuff is working out for Twilight. He's knocked Amer into the orange.
Yeah, but Amer's kind of answering it with his own unarmed. They're just kind of agreeing to ignore the weapon. Wow. Gravy cancels side light to send Twilight flying. Amer being fancy with his unarmed combos. Twilight landed 2 side airs in a row.
Amer picks up the sword, went for the side sig, but got interrupted, and there's the nair to finish it off.
Player 2 wins.
Game 1 going the way of Amer.
I might need a little break after that. You can't do that to me, Twilight. Oh, jeez. Game 1 goes to Amer. Clearly, Twilight was not happy with how the beginning of that the game went. Mixing up his legend choice, going from Roland to Brynn. And Amer's deciding to stick with Sir Roland. That was kind of lolsy, I'm not gonna lie.
Going back to Shipwreck, we'll see if the Brynn switch up is what Twilight needed. He's gonna have a spear and an axe this time.
Both agreeing to go to Shipwrecked. Twilight hopefully we'll see a little diversity in his playstyle this time, but Amer opening up the side of his own into an unarmed combo. Twilight, however, decided to use different moves. Picks the axe, gets the down air. It looks like we're going to be seeing a slightly more serious match this time. Amer goes in with a side light with the sword, but Twilight answers with the side of his own. Both players find themselves in the yellow.
Twilight fishing for these axe dares. Not able to get much afterwards, though. Amer with this lance nair wanted to go for the unarmed nair, but Twilight 2 stairs. It's going to knock Amer back, and he's racking up quite a bit of damage with this axe. One good stare, needs one more. There it is, finishes it off. And Twilight Looks like this was the correct adjustment for him.
Yeah, not even letting Amer have a chance to react. Just chases him out there with the cider. But the bomb
that bouncing bomb
lasts a little bit longer than Twilight expected. Takes a decent amount of damage from that. And gives Amer the ability to end the stock really quickly and get back to the game 2-2.
Dodges right into the side sig. Amer gonna try to take advantage of it. Tries to throw everything he can. Still keeps that sword. Doesn't hit him into the bomb.
Yeah, but still manages to barely clip with that side light. Hits it with the cider, sends him off the stage, goes to the ground pound, but Twilight dodges underneath it, finds the X-Force again, and most likely is going to be going in for more Sares.
Amer trying to finish this off. Looking for the opener so that he can get a sidelight into a sig of some sort.
Ooh, Amer bounces the ball off the ground, doesn't connect, holds onto the axe, and he's just landing down air after down air after down air. 3 in a row, hits the cider, Amer sent into the red once again despite the defense of his legend, and Twilight might actually take a 2-stock lead.
Amer with that weapon toss. Can he get the spike ball hit? No, Twilight makes it above it. He's got this axe again, looking for these down airs, but the down sig from Amer finishes it off, but he's in the red.
Amer rolling out of the sword, tosses it away, doesn't want Twilight to get any weapon, especially that axe. Holds onto the lance, tosses it up, but fails to deny Twilight from his axe. Another down air hits. Will he hit him with that cider? No, misses the side light. Twilight's in a position to end the stock, but Amer is in a position to hold it.
Amer looking for the opportunity in. Twilight gonna try to space out with these dares. That huge axe hitbox.
Ooh, tosses the lance to interrupt Twilight's down air. But there's another down air that nearly sends Amer off the top of the map. He's constantly landing. It's the only move that he's able to land on Amer's server. One cider will definitely send him flying, but will he be able to land is the question.
Amer gets in with the dare, but not able to follow up off the bounce. Gets the weapon toss, but Twilight immediately knocks him up with a sidelight. Sidelight from Amer.
Goes to that down air. Once again, Twilight's finding himself in the orange, however. Amer's doing a great job of pulling out of the stock. I mean, if the only move you're going to get hit by is a down air, you might as well have it happen to you on stage. But there's the side air. Sends him absolutely flying. Twilight takes the lead and holds on to the axe. Will he deny Amer this weapon? No, he picks it up swiftly, and Amer finds it with the sword once again. Brynn cancels side sig, doesn't connect, and gets punished by a neutral light. But there, another side sig sends Twilight flying.
Down sig from Amer, and he spot dodges the approach from Twilight. Twilight trying to make it above it. Amer might be able to finish it off if he can get a sig. Calling in a weapon. Has the lance, gets a downlight. Throws it away immediately. Looking for the sword. Can't get the down sig in time.
Amer holding onto the sword, goes to that down sig to punish Twilight's landing, but he's being very careful about it. In the red, hits him with that side light, sends him into the orange, and there's the side air as Amer throws his weapon. Another side air, he's on a jumps, he goes off the stage and ends his own stock. Game 2 goes to Twilight. We're moving on to Game 3 in this Losers Corners match.
Amer looks like he is switching it up. He's going to be switching to Scarlet. Wants something with a little bit more dex, a little bit more strength, so he can finish off these stocks of Twilight a little bit faster.
Maybe play with a little bit more of a weapon toss game as well. Being on Roland allows him to have the lance, but the sword's not quite as favorable in regards to his hitbox when it comes to tossing weapons doing unarmed combat. Here we go into Game 3. Amer switching to Scarlet. Twilight finding the first weapon, the spear, believe it or not. I feel like he might want to toss that aside and find himself an axe.
Amer gets a side air. Can't get the neutral air. Twilight with this spear is going to try to space out a little bit. But Amer gets in with that neutral light. Can he get the juggle? No, but one good side air. One more. No, Twilight gets past.
Amer being relentless, chasing off stage with the cider, similar to how Twilight chased him off stage last game with the axe. Both players playing with very heavy hitting weapons. 2 siders in a row, however, since Amer flying, he's out of jumps. The ground pound doesn't connect, doesn't find a down air either, and Amer makes it back on stage with the lance.
Lance toss to give him room, gets the neutral light, goes for the sliding side sig, but can't get it. Scoop!
Sends
Can he
him
finish
flying,
it off?
but doesn't end the stock. Amer denies all the weapons once again, holds onto the hammer, another scoop, kills him off the top. Amer takes the lead, 3-2.
Amer with the hammer, chuggles it up, just wants to keep Twilight off of that axe that he did so well with last game. Mine. Ooh, but he takes it to his own face. And Twilight now gets to control the board.
Yeah, Twilight definitely does not mind that trade, finding himself a little bit in the yellow, but he can quickly make that up with the spear. There's a downlight, there's the side air, but Amer hitting him around the map with that lance neutral air, tosses the lance aside, goes for a down air to reposition, but Twilight still does not care. Tosses the spear aside, gets the axe, a down air to side air, sends him into the orange. But a bomb!
Mine connects onto Twilight. Amer picks up the lance, but charging up that recovery gets interrupted by that axe dare. He's looking for that hammer, can't get the scoop.
Ooh, and gets hit by a cider by Twilight. Both players find themselves in the red at kill percent. A scoop might kill Twilight off the top, but another cider definitely will end Amer's stock.
Amer not able to get the horizontal movement to touch the wall, falls to the soft platform, and that is going to take another stock off of him.
Yeah, unfortunate. I don't feel like he can lose that stock. Twilight finding damage immediately. Amer needs to end the stock quickly, otherwise this axe is going to send him into the red almost immediately. Another down air. Will he be able to find more down airs on the Amer Scarlet? I feel like he will if Amer keeps playing as unsafe as he is with those ground pounds.
Throws the bomb. Nope, not going to connect. He's got a second chance with this mine. But
These
not
bombs
gonna
are not
connect.
landing. I feel like he's at more risk of hitting the bombs himself than he is of hitting Twilight.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Twilight with the cider knocks Amer into the mine that he placed just a second ago.